Good afternoon. Here is the national news from our studio BGI TV, Babak Bagede Imo TV. First are the major headlines before the national news. I am yours faithfully. My name is Rebina Lawal. Hashtag NSAS panel was illegal. Kiyamo. Food production issue known as Wahala. Granddaughter die, hoodlums scoop fuel, attack fireman, others in Ogo tanker explosion. Tragedy strikes as Deeper Life church cleaner is hacked to death in Ondo. Gunmen attack Jos Correctional Center. Now the news in details. The Minister of State for Labor and Employment and a senior advocate of Nigeria, Festus Keyamo, has faulted the Judicial Panel of Inquiry set up to investigate cases of police brutality and SARS-related abuses across the country. Responding to a question about the position of the government, specifically regarding a leaked report by the Lagos Judicial Panel, the human rights lawyer described the panel as illegal. While the report has yet to be officially released, days later, the panel submitted its findings to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. One of the reports was on claims of police brutality, while the other was on the shooting in the Lekki area of Lagos State on October 20th, 2020. The Nigerian army had, however, denied shooting live rounds at protesters, telling the judicial panel that only blanks were used. Kiyamo's comments came 2 days before the committee is expected to submit its recommendations at the National Economic Council (NEC) for discussion and possible implementation. Experts in the agricultural sector have countered claims by the Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, Mohammed Mahmoud Abubakar, that the Nigeria tops charts in cassava, yam, maize, palm oil, and rice production globally. Abubakar, at a maiden edition of the National Agribusiness Stakeholders and Investment Summit in Abuja, added that the country's agricultural sector advocates for 24.14% of the gross domestic products. He said, "It is remarkable that in the past 3 years, Nigeria has taken a leading role globally in cassava, yam, maize, palm oil, and rice production. We are currently the largest producer of rice in Africa with a production level of over 9 million metric tons from 2019. Over 9 million tons from 2019, the federal government is investing in the development of additional 10 large-scale integrated rice mills across the country." Tragedy struck on Sunday at Lafenwa Market when a fuel-laden tanker exploded, killing a woman and her grandchild. The explosion occurred at a failed portion of the railway on the Lafenwa Ojuri Ayetoro Road in the Abeokuta North local government area of Ondo State. The tanker, loaded with premium motor spirits petrol, overturned when its code broke as it started spilling its contents on the road. Our correspondent gathered that the accident occurred around 4:45 a.m. on Sunday, while the tanker driver was inbound roundabout from Ojuri Lafenwa. Pandemonium, however, broke out a few hours after the incident when some traders and hoodlums in the market began scooping fuel from the falling tanker. Attempt by the police to stop the action reportedly angered the hoodlums, who allegedly ignited a fire that triggered the explosion. Reports gathered that the police shot 2 people while controlling the situation. Serious tragedy struck recently as a middle-aged woman identified as Mrs. Omode was reportedly killed by some unknown assailant at Iwaro Oka in Akoko Southwest local government area of Ondo State. The deceased, who was said to be a cleaner at the Deeper Life Bible Church in the community, was found dead, throwing the community into mourning. She was said to have been murdered on Sunday morning while going to the church to perform her duty. According to an eyewitness, the lifeless body of the deceased was found on the ground with a mark and blood on her neck, which indicated that her throat was slit by the killers. When contacted, the State Police Public Relations Officer, Mrs. Fumilayo Odolami, said an investigation had commenced into the incident. The lifeless body of the woman was found on the way to the church, and there was a cut on her neck. We have commenced our investigation into the matter, Odolami stated. Gunmen have attacked the Jos Correctional Center in Plateau State. Emerging reports, however, suggest that security operatives have been able to repel the attack, although the identity of the assailant is yet to be verified. Military Information Officer for Operation Safe Haven, Major Ishaku, confirmed these to Channels Television Sunday evening. Ishaku explained that personnel of the Joint Task Force at the facility fought to curtail the attackers. Also giving an account of the attack, the Controller of Corrections and Public Relations Officer, Francis Enobori, noted that the invaders arrived at the Jos Custodial Center at about 5 p.m. on Sunday and immediately approached the main gate, where they were engaged and resisted by the armed squad personnel in a gun battle. The situation, according to the spokesman, is now under control as the attackers' firing power was subdued by the superior fire from a combined team of security agencies.
Numbers with sophisticated weapons. The invaders were said to have arrived at the custodial center at about 5 p.m. and immediately made for the main gate, where they engaged the armed squad personnel in a gun battle before breaking into the yard. Though the gunmen gained entrance to the yard, they were, however, trapped within as men from sister security agencies or services were immediately mobilized to assist the armed guards to cordon the perimeter wall and the entire area. Reinforcement from the response squad of the service was also mobilized to the center. According to the spokesman of the Nigerian Correctional Service, the attackers' firing power was subdued by superior fire from a combined team of security agencies. Joining us now from Jos is Dan Mangjang.
And that was the news from our studio BGI TV, Baba Bagade Imo. And before we go, a quick recap of the headlines once again. Hashtag enters panel was illegal, Kiyamo. We also told you food production wahala as the problem comes. Granddaughter die, hoodlums coup fuel attack, firemen, others in Ondo tanker explosion. Tragedy strikes as Deeper Life church cleaner is hacked to death in Ondo. And finally, as we've also brought to you, gunmen attack Jos Correctional Center. For more updates of our broadcast on 3 social media handles, which we are on YouTube, Baba Bagade Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell for updates of our broadcast as it drops. On Facebook, Baba Bagade Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. And you need to like and follow the page as the handle is Bagade Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. On Instagram, Bagade Imo _22 for advert placements, coverage of your functions and events, products and services as well. 07038226160. Thank you for watching, and we appreciate for always being there at BGI TV News and other broadcasts. I am yours faithfully, Morire Rebila.